Alright, y'all, so right now Bitcoin is making an attempt to break out of this bull flag, and we need to talk about some very, very important levels of support and resistance so that we can be prepared regardless of if the price pumps from here or dumps from here. It is still a weekend, guys, so we're going to be talking about that today. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this kind of juicy technical analysis content. So let's get right into it, guys. Bitcoin currently is attempting to break out of this bull flag. And why is this so important? This is so important because if we go to a higher term time frame, we can see that for the first time since November 11th, Bitcoin is attempting to break macro bearish market structure. All right, we go back to the beginning of November, and we see we put in that all-time high, and from that time we have been making lower lows and lower highs, which means downtrend for sure. And then all of a sudden on February 11th we come up and we make a higher high above that previous lower high that Bitcoin had made, and then we come down putting in a higher low above the low that Bitcoin had made right here, suggesting that potentially we could be switching into bullish market structure on a higher term time frame. Now, if this bull flag does break out, it's very interesting to notice that the target of this bull flag is coming in right around this previous high that we have put in, meaning it's very possible that if we reach the target of this bull flag, we could even range again and then print another bull flag, continuing on this bullish market structure on a higher term time frame. So this is something we need to watch very, very carefully. So what are the major areas of resistance we need to be aware of if we are watching this flag? Well, there's two major areas that I am going to be keeping my eyes on. Two major areas. The first major area is going to be this right here. Okay, if we just take a look at all the volume that we traded in this previous range right here, we can see that we have a pretty high volume node coming in right at about this area, which is pretty much the exact target of the bull flag. Now, another area that we need to be aware of is the golden pocket from the swing high to the swing low. That golden pocket is also very, very important, because if we take the volume that was traded from more of a macro range perspective, we can see that the highest volume node is coming in right around that golden pocket. So these are the two major areas that I am going to be looking for resistance if this bull flag breaks to the upside. Yes, there are some other levels in there, but these are the two major ones. If we are going to get a rejection, okay, if we are going to get a, what am I looking for here? I guess I don't have the picture of me being rejected, right? We have the uneven butt cheeks, we have the chickens drinking water, we have myself looking very shocked. But if we are going to get a rejection, I am looking, number one, to the $41,000 to $42,000 area, and number two, to the target of this bull flag around that $44,000 area again. And that $44,000 area, guys, has been a very crucial area just historically throughout Bitcoin during the past year. In fact, we can see, looking at this white line, that it was acting as our support all the way back a whole year ago, March 2021. Support, 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 flipped into resistance now. This is going to be the third time we potentially come up to test this level. Now, the other level right here of resistance, not only is this a golden pocket and a high volume node, but if we take this box, okay, and drag it out throughout the entire year of 2021 and beginning of 2022, let me go to the daily time frame so that we can see this a little bit nicer. We can see that this box here has been a key level since January 2021, right? Let me refresh this a tad here. We can see that this green box has literally been our resistance, support, resistance, 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 support, 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 consolidation, and then resistance, and then support, and now potentially resistance. So we have very, very clear levels above us where if we are going to start to see signs of weakness, we need to be looking out there. Now, what are we looking for when we're looking for signs of weakness? We are looking for market Cipher beat to give us some divergences, and preferably on some of these higher time frames, right? So if we do, for example, come up to this $44,000 area, what we would really want to see on market Cipher B is we would want to see something like this, and then something like this. We would want to see the price coming up, potentially getting a small rejection out of our first box of resistance, and then coming up, pumping really high to get a rejection from our second area of resistance. If we see the bearish divergence where momentum is getting lower as price is getting higher, that's telling us we're not going to have the power that we need to get through to a higher level, and we could potentially look to reverse market structure right there. And of course, this works on every single time frame, and it works, you know, even if we're trading like very small term ranges like this right here. You know, for example, the short trade that we were able to take from right up here yesterday in the VIP Discord. By the way, in the VIP Discord, we give juicy trade setups, like literally this trade to the exact dollar, looking to short from 39252. Gave the setup in advance. We literally reject, I kid you not, from 39252 to the exact dollar. It usually doesn't happen this juicily, guys. You know, it usually doesn't happen this juicy. We actually shorted it down, and then we looked to long from the golden pocket, and you know that we did come down and bounce perfectly off the golden pocket. It's also a great community of traders where we learn from each other and post technical analysis. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper if you're interested. But I did talk about on Friday how the one short, well, there were actually two shorts that I took, but one of those shorts was from this box up here where I was looking for the chickens to drink. We got a perfect rejection from there, a beautiful trade. And also yesterday I did, well, I should say Friday on Toros Crypto's channel, we were also talking about this potential short.
And if we could come up here, this would be such a perfect trade coming into this box, getting a nice little bearish divergence right here.
Right, of course, and I was using a UK accent that day, and Luke was using an American accent that day. It was quite a good stream, if I do say so myself. And so this is the trade setup we were looking for. That's exactly what happened. So it was a pretty nice short. But now you could see we're breaking out potentially of this bull flag range here. And those are the levels we need to be aware of to the upside. Now, what about to the downside? All right. To the downside, we also have some pretty important areas of support that we should be aware of in case we get a fake out. Now, it is a weekend. There's still low volume. We could seriously get a fake out. Now, first of all, the juiciest level that we should be potentially looking for would obviously be the golden pocket from this swing low to this swing high, which is coming in at about 36.6-ish, okay, 36.6-ish. We also do need to be aware of some other levels here. I have them all marked out in the Discord, but I would also say that this 382 level would be a very important area to keep our eyes on as well, the $38,000 level. Reason for that is because we have liquidity down here that we could still come grab, bouncing off the 382 before actually getting a true breakout of the range. If we take a look at momentum on market Cipher B, okay, momentum on market Cipher B, and we go to the daily time frame, we can see that we still potentially have some room for upside. We still have some room for upside. However, some of these higher time frames, like the 8-hour, actually the 8-hour right now is getting a little green trigger wave right here. We could still see potential that this could top out soon, okay? It could top out soon. The weekly, red dot, VWAP pointing down. Honestly, guys, I cannot. The 2-day looks pretty good. The 2-day looks pretty good with this tight trigger wave about to print. The 12-hour did give us this bullish divergence last week, which makes me think that we can get another move to the upside. The last video I made, I was bullish, looking for the movement up to around that box that I just showed you. We got that move to the upside. Now I'm a little bit agnostic. I don't really know what's going to happen, guys. But here's my plan. Essentially, I'm just going to wait for price to come to one of these areas, and when it gets to one of these areas, I'm just going to look down at market Cipher and see if I see confirmations. And if I see confirmations for price moving in one direction or another, then I will take a trade in that direction. So that's kind of it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to share it with all your friends, all your cool friends in high school, the jocks, the cheerleaders, all the cool kids, even the nerd kids, the neckbeard death metal kids and all that. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua the Messiah, Jesus the Messiah. I pray everybody is super blessed on this Sunday morning. And I will see y'all in the next video. Wait a second. I should say one more thing. There's still a 30% discount on the course. Link in the description. 30% off the trading course. how to feel confident in your trades, how to basically trade the way we trade in the VIP Discord. If you're interested, 30% discount, pretty good deal. We got trade alerts going off right now, guys. What's going on? 24-minute red dot. All right, peace, y'all. Peace.